Hello, it's me, another dyno video, but no car on it. Why? Well, my friend Steve has offered me a vehicle to dyno today, and I am really, really excited. It's a turbocharged French vehicle built by a manufacturer who has won Le Mans 3 times. Proper pedigree. I don't know what it is. I cannot wait to find out. He will be here any minute. Let's go and have a look together. Right, okay, well, thank you, Steve, from the 16 Valve YouTube channel for bringing this to me.
No, thank you, Rich, for allowing me to come onto the coveted dyno with my pride and joy. My Espace 3, Espace Trois.
So this is a 16 valve?
No.
Your channel was called 16 Valve?
It is.
How many does this have?
This has 12.
So this is a, what, 1990?
1998 Renault Espace 3.
But is it an Espace?
Well, glad you said that. It is, apart from the rear of it, it's a Grand.
A Grand?
No, a Grand.
What's the Grand, is that how much you paid for it?
I don't tell everyone my secrets.
Well, actually,
my buying power.
I said that as a joke. I'm going to be disparaging about your car,
you know,
not knowing that that's actually... But when you're finished with it, this will be a concours vehicle worthy of many more.
Yeah, definitely.
Because it was in obviously in excellent condition when you got it.
It was, yeah, they said it was mint.
Mint.
And you can testify to that, can't you? Don't look at that.
Yes.
Don't look at that.
So when I had basically ideas of you bringing a Matra to me to put on the dyno, and I got excited, I have to be honest.
Well, I didn't lie. It is a Matra.
Well, so it's made in a Matra factory?
It was, yes.
Right.
Yeah.
But it is a Renault?
Proudly made by Matra, obviously marketed by Renault. And I can't remember if they did the Espace 4 in the Matra factory or not. I think they might have moved production.
And wasn't it?
I'm not sure.
I think that was done by Renault, and I think they had to finish their contract off by doing the Aventime. They gave them the Aventime.
Yeah, I think
to use up their kind of quota or something.
This and the Aventime were on the same timeline.
They've got the same dashboard.
Yeah, because I think it's the same chassis that was used for it.
So what's it like then? So this is for people who don't know. This isn't a very small car. Steve is very big. I'm small, and it's actually...
You can actually look.
I can't see...
You can see the twin sunroofs.
I can't see over the other side.
Oh, is it that event horizon just is...
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
So why have you bought this?
I'm querying it myself, to be honest.
Okay.
It was bought as a replacement. I bought a Jag a little while ago.
A Jag.
Lovely kind, every respect.
What sort of Jag's that?
An XJ, the X358.
Okay.
Okay, really nice.
The aluminium one.
That's the one.
Right.
The updated version of the
engine that I've got. That
really reliable. Yeah, 2.7 turbo diesel. But it has one flaw, which is it's tiny inside. Tiny inside for little old me. I can't fit in it.
So you've decided to go the opposite way round.
I thought, what better than to get something absolutely ginormous inside?
No, because you're not actually lying. Like I can't make jokes here. When I stuck my head in the boot earlier on, my depth of field couldn't process how far away the windscreen was.
Well, the great thing is you could fit in that boot, and I could take 7 people in comfort.
If you had 7 friends.
Okay, you would be in the boot and I would be driving then.
But if you had 7 friends, you wouldn't have a Grand Espace.
Well,
so if you kidnapped 7 children, you could, right, okay. Yeah. So, the size of it is insane. But the funny thing is we looked at this before it went on the dyno, because I did actually know this was coming. This isn't a... You know, lol, it's funny, isn't it? No, it's not. I knew this was coming. We were worried because, well, I wasn't, I didn't care, but you were worried because you thought it might not fit on the dyno.
I didn't think my rump would fit on your dyno.
But it has. And the funny thing we discovered when we looked at the specs of this car, which we'll get onto in a minute because we've got to look at the specs of the power plant under there, is the length. Because I assume this will be the longest front-wheel drive car that's ever been on here.
But no.
But no.
No.
I own a front-wheel drive car that is longer than this, which is crazy.
So your C6
yes.
is 200 millimetres longer than an Espace.
That 200 millimetres is not to be sniffed at.
That's a lot.
I could really use 200 millimetres. That's quite some. The thing with the C6 is when the C6 is on here, the fan, which normally latches onto this frame, wouldn't fit because it's got such a conker on the front of it.
It has.
It wouldn't fit.
It's got a beak to it.
This is the other way around. It doesn't have much of an overhang at the front, but it's got.
It's all length. No.
Yeah. I think it's quite cool. I think it's quite cool. It looks a bit like a Laguna.
Well,
if you look if I tried to draw a Laguna 3D when I was a kid, this is how it would look.
Rather than squinting, if you sort of pulled your eyes really wide open, then maybe that's what a Laguna.
Drop some some iodine
vinegar
in them or something. Yeah.
Okay. Then but I mean, the coveted the coveted Laguna splitter of
and I know this is showing up well
is something to behold.
I had a Mark II Golf splitter.
Did you?
Yeah, on my AX GT, I had a Mark II Golf splitter. But you had to cut it in the middle,
one way or the other,
and extend it and put a number plate across the joint.
That's it. Well,
no, cut it in the middle and shrink it.
Shrink it a lot of the time. Yeah, because it come from a Laguna.
No, but it came from a small bumper Golf. Getting sidetracked. So
yeah, very proud of that. I think it looks for what it is. I call it my mini TGV because it's quite a, for a big box that carries 4 people.
Because it accelerates at,
very lethargic extent. Yeah, I think it's actually a pretty handsome car. I think it's aged really well.
I much prefer it to SUVs.
Oh,
you probably know. Because if you get run over by this.
Yeah, well, it's
comfy.
Got a lot of window to
I like it. I do like it. It's quite cool. But you want to put it on the dyno?
Well, I think we owe it to the public.
Everyone wants to know.
Everyone needs to know.
So the spec of this car, is this a V6? No, we've established it's not. It's a 12 valve.
I wish it were. So it is a 2.2.
Yes. And you haven't gone through the specs on your phone at all just now.
Dr. Google has not helped me in any way.
Slight. This is all from the top of your head.
Oh, totally, because I know everything about these cars.
Right.
2.2 turbo diesel, obviously. Indirect injection.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
Right? It's not a DCI. Not one.
No, this is
it's common rail.
This is a DT.
A DT.
This is a design technology.
With 12 valves, and it's got an intercooler as well.
Where is that? Because it's French, so it could be up there. It could be in the boot. It's at the front.
Yeah.
So it's got a front mount.
No,
that might be it down there.
Look at my headlight washers there.
Are they supposed to come out and go in?
They're supposed to, but don't touch it in my. Yeah. So yes, so it's got a Bosch fuel pump. So run it on the old chip fat. Lovely.
Not that you would do that. Actually, no, you would. You would screw it.
Oh, yeah,
beat the system. Illegal,
isn't it? Yeah.
Whatever. They're just guidelines.
So yes, and it's got a claimed 113 brake horsepower.
114.
13.
13. Oh, I was impressed for a minute.
I'm gonna nudge it over. It's 113 with 184 pounds-feet of raging Renault torque.
Oh man, I don't know if the dyno's going to take this.
Now this, as far as I can tell, this engine it's a G8T. That's its spec designation. Gin and tonic. Is the competitor for the XU11 engine.
XUD11, yes.
Yep. From
because that was a 12 valve 2.1 turbo diesel.
Funny enough, yeah.
And funnily enough, you own one of those as well.
I do.
Imagine that.
Yeah, a 2.1. I think that does 109 in that particular flavour.
They rounded it on the PS. They rounded it to 110. Right. So that would be the figure I'd have gone for on the leaderboard.
Old money on the 109.
Yeah, but, it's 1 horsepower to be.
Yeah, it's not going to be anywhere near it. So this was whatever you can do, Mr. Citroen. I can do a little bit better. 2.2 rather than 2.1.
But it's going to
113 instead of 109.
Right.
Right. So.
But what's the economy?
30 miles to the gallon, sir.
Right. You say that in a positive way.
But it's 3,500 pounds.
I know you've gone for pounds instead of kilograms because it sounds.
Yeah, I know. I can't kid a kid, right?
Do you know the funny thing with this? Now, while you've been talking there, I wasn't really listening. I was thinking through my head.
Yep.
Have I put a Renault on here before?
I don't think so. That's why I felt a little bit cheated
No, genuinely, since it's been in the ground, I don't think I've ever done a Renault. Because I've never owned a Renault.
Is this the bit where you insert your thumbnail?
No. I genuinely don't think any Renault of any type has ever been on it. I haven't owned a Renault, because if any car I own goes on the Dyno.
Sure.
I haven't owned a Renault.
Some would say you don't like Renaults because of the amount of Citroën Peugeot content that you produce. Is that true, Mr. Kitchen?
No, I think Renault is French for toilet. But I'm not sure.
Don't listen to it.
No, I genuinely don't think I've had a Renault in before.
Wow, so this is the first one on there. I am blessed.
So yeah, it's not a 5-turbo. It's not a Clio Williams.
No,
it's not a Laguna Super Tourer. It's not a Safran bi-turbo.
No.
It's not a Renault 8 Gordini. We're going for a Renault Grand Espace 2.2 detention with 113 horsepower.
As is tradition for your dyno, really, though, isn't it? I think they're all a little bit fast and a little bit posh, really. This
is probably on the upper end of the scale. Do you know, actually, I will put you on the board when it goes back on.
Right.
With this. And I don't think there's many on there over 100.
Ooh.
I think there's...
Oh, can you imagine if this doesn't get 100?
Well, I genuinely don't know if it will, because...
It drives all right.
If it was a XUD or something like that, or some of the other cars like a BMW or the Saab seem to be roughly okay.
Yep.
Some of them, I've done enough of them to say, no, I'm fairly confident. But with this, I genuinely don't know. Renault could be one of those manufacturers who talk shite, or...
Hey, it's not a Ford.
Or, well, you know... No, the Fords aren't... It depends which Ford it is. So if it's a Fiesta, you're fine.
If it's a Focus.
Yeah, if it's not so much. But
well, I'm interested.
No, I've never done a Renault. I've never done a Renault on here before, and I genuinely don't know how this is going to go. So who are you aiming to beat? 113 horsepower. Well, there's nothing in the hub nut stable that should trouble you.
No.
You're not going to beat Auto Shenanigans.
No, that's exotic.
You're kind of in no man's land.
That's exotic territory.
You're in no man's land.
Well, okay.
There's nothing in that kind of region.
I thought as well I would be like the top 7-seater on your list. But unfortunately, you've done the S-Max, haven't you?
Yes.
And that's got 7 seats. I mean...
No, but it has 7 seats.
It does have 7 seats. Yeah,
it does have. You can't use the third row because they're a bit sticky. But
full seats, but they are 7 seats nonetheless. So I can't even get that. You can't even do top. Can I?
You can't do top plastic bodied car because.
Oh, I've got it. This will be hopefully the fastest car you've had on the dyno that's got 10 window shades.
It probably will be, and it's also 10. It might be the only car that goes on the dyno built by a manufacturer who won Le Mans 3 times.
I think the shades are probably cooler, but yeah, we'll go with that.
So it doesn't really matter what it does. It's like it doesn't matter. Where's your Le Mans victory?
It's a winner in my book.
We should probably stop chatting shit and just do the bloody dyno.
Yeah, come on. Let's see what happens.
Are you feeling lucky?
I mean, it was smooth as silk, wasn't it?
It did feel quite smooth.
All those 12 valves.
It was over quite quickly.
Bouncing around.
A lot of promise. And are you ready?
Story of my life.
Are you excited?
I can't wait for it to...
What's your bet? What did you bet?
Right, let's... no, we haven't said what it's going to be. I'm going to say it has retained 110 brake horsepower. That's how confident I am in Renault's engineering.
I'm going to say that I nail my colours to the PSA mast of this era.
Oh, what a surprise.
And therefore, I'm going to poo-poo this car.
Right.
I think 102.
Oh, blimey.
Yeah, I'm going 102.
All right, okay, well.
I know Renault can be a little bit lie with the Clio, with the Clio 182, so. Ready? Oh, you did it! Oh, you bugger. Whoa, look at that graph.
Wow.
That graph's amazing.
I said it was smooth. Wow, that's actually really good.
Damn it. Bloody Louis Renault. £173 foot. What's the book?
Or 184.
Oh, shit.
It had to lose somewhere, didn't it?
110 at 4429.
Oh, look at that. Bouncing off the limiter.
Because it gave one little at the end.
Fart at the end.
If it weren't for that, it would have been like...
That's all right, though.
It would have been 109 point something.
For a first run?
That's... Damn.
You and your PSA boys think you've cornered the market.
Actually felt very... It actually sounds...
Fast
it's weird
diesels.
how similar it sounds to an XUD on Tickover. It sounds quite similar.
Yeah.
But it feels very smooth under the throttle.
I think it's a little bit quieter than...
This is ridiculous, this interior. It's like a bloody... I was going to say it's like a gentleman's club, but it's not. It's more like the interior of a 1990s ferry. It's that kind of...
so comfy.
That fabric. Cross-channel ferry.
Velour is king.
Right, well, let's see if we can get to... What was the magic number? 113?
So it's 113.
I don't think you're going to beat that.
But I don't think it's going to get...
No, you might get 111. You might get 111.
I can't believe I actually nailed that one.
Oh, I'm disappointed. I mean, I'm happy for you.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, are you ready? Second go.
Second run.
It's a shame it blew up.
As you can quite clearly hear, it's still running as smooth as silk, as Renault intended.
It's like a V6, isn't it?
Yeah.
You've stained my floor.
It's just it's just marking its territory.
It's done
There's so much Citroen and Peugeot going on around here. It's just scent marking.
What do you reckon?
I reckon it's gained 1 horsepower, so it's 111 now. Now it's warmed up.
Oh, you're ridiculous.
Oh, look at that. Yes. What's the torque figure like though?
171.
Yeah, that's getting worse actually, the torque.
Yeah, well, the engine's getting hotter.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. 111.
Oh, well, I mean, I can't...
Can your XUs do that, eh?
They can do 111, yeah. But I can't knock the graph.
Well, 2.1 shouldn't be.
Turbo, 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 turbo. Flatline.
No turbo.
Turbo maximum boost reached.
I'm done.
All downhill from here.
Yeah.
So you're happy with that, are you?
Me happy? Yeah. Well, I think it's just showing you Peugeot and Citroen boys. You know, there's a new player in town. And his name's Renault.
Well, it hasn't done the book figure, to be fair.
All right. Yeah. Fair enough. It's what are we? We're 2 brake horsepower down.
Yes.
But 124,000 miles for this probably mini cab for half of its life. I think it's done amazing.
I think amazing I think that's a big sell. I think
it's a big car.
I think that's a reach.
It's a big car.
It's a big car. But no, it's in good health. Annoyingly. No, I mean I'm happy for you. Yeah, no, it's in good health. The graph is lovely. Really smooth. Yes, you're not going to drive another one down the road and go, oh, this one's much quicker than mine. No, this is just as slow as mine. What is the book figure on one of these? If you were buying this as a performance-orientated purchase.
What, 113 brake horsepower?
Yes, but the 0 to 60?
Oh, yeah, it'll do it.
Will it? That's good. Okay, that's better than I thought.
You can get to 60 within calendar dates. Yeah, it'll do it. Yeah, it's very good.
Maybe not in February.
I reckon it's probably somewhere in the region of between 10 and 15 seconds.
I like how you're guessing. I think it's somewhere around 8.5.
I didn't check that bit from Dr. Google, so I'm not really sure.
No.
Yeah. Remember that it's a cruiser, not a.
Yeah, it's for driving and arriving in style, isn't it?
It's
to be seen in.
Yeah, yeah.
You can't be seen if you're going really fast.
Exactly.
It's just a blur.
And everyone needs to see you and the 6 other people that you are carrying in comfort.
I was going to say the 6 other people that you've kidnapped.
Yeah. Well, you would be the 8th person in the boot.
Right. Yes. Yes.
And obviously, there's the roof rack as well. Don't
I thought that was a spoiler.
Everyone does. But
well,
it's a roof rack. I'm going to say,
why is there only one?
I'm going to put it out there that that's probably the first time that was done. And no one cares.
What's that?
They made it look like a spoiler, but it's a roof rack.
Because the C8 and the Fiat and thingy, they had that, didn't they?
After this.
After this.
Yeah. That makes it even faster.
I'm trying to be like enthusiastic and bouncy.
It's got a splitter. It's got a pretend spoiler. It's got material on the dashboard.
It stained my floor.
It stained your... Well, you know, I think it deserved... Your floor deserved it.
To be fair, you wouldn't be able to tell. But
I'm really happy. I'm really happy.
Well, I'm
it's
disappointed to hear that.
Almost book figures. And, you know, it's one for the Renault boys and girls. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Well,
I'll see you again with another Renault.
Thank you for bringing it down. Do you have any other Renaults then?
Well, funny enough, I've got a Mark 1 Renault Clio.
Okay.
A nice little 1.4, because I know you like your performance cars. So maybe I'll bring that down next, eh?
Do you fit in a Clio?
Yeah. Yeah. Surprisingly. Because they just do everything. Renaults are so good.
Is the Clio the one that's got a smaller door mirror on the passenger side than the driver's side?
No,
or the other way around?
Isn't that a AMC Pacer or something that did that?
No, that's the door.
Oh, yeah, it's the door,
Something
isn't
like
it?
Mark 1 Clio, they have a smaller mirror on one side than the other. I'm not making that up. I'm not making it up.
I've got one.
I've not done acid.
Not today.
Not today.
No.
No,
Right.
I'm not making that up. I swear one of them does.
Okay. We will answer this by me bringing it down.
After we've found out how little power it has.
It's 1.4. It's the energy range. You wouldn't know this. You don't understand Renault, but
no, I don't know much about Renault.
engines.
I don't know. I do like some of them. I've got nothing against Renaults. I quite like them. Just not the ones I don't like. Yeah. No, so I'm going to put this one on the leaderboards on the website. Yeah. So this will go into the standard class, the production class.
Oh yeah. Well, there's
where it will be in the negatives.
But only by 2.
Well, I don't know what percentage it will be.
Not much though. Right?
It won't be a huge amount. It'll probably be about 1.5, I imagine, something like that. It won't be what it was last week because I had the formulas all wrong. Thank you for the person who emailed me to tell me I've done that wrong.
Whoops.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll gloss over that.
Gloss over that one.
That's all right.
Well, I'm hoping that this is very near the top then.
I think it will be
with its tiny, tiny deficit of brake horsepower.
Yeah, I know what car is at the top.
Go on.
Dump it. 16.7%.
What manufacturer made dump it again?
It was Renault, wasn't it?
It's a Renault. No, it's
not Renault. Not Renault. Not Renault. Not the other one. The one that's not communist.
Peugeot. No.
Peugeot.
Porsche. Peugeot. Of course it is. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So your Clio can come along and not beat.
I can't wait.
Basically.
Challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted. Right. Well, thank you for bringing it down.
Thanks,
now,
Rich.
Please go away so I can go home. The speed has literally pulled your paint off.
Oh, there, yeah.
Yeah. And it's just plastic underneath. Funny that.